From here, we're going to shift forward. We're going to take the weight into our left foot, and we're going to begin to slide our right leg through and into a lovely little pistol squat. From here, we're going to lower the bum down, either keeping this left leg in or extending it out. We're going to begin to reach down, take hold of the right foot, and draw this leg up and towards your face. Now, it doesn't matter where you are. What I want you to try and find is the connection between your front thigh and your belly. So if you're here, that's absolutely fine. From this position, I want you to try and straighten the leg fully. As long as you feel that lovely connection and stretch in the hamstring, that's absolutely fine. If you have got the flexibility, you can begin to draw the leg up, working it up and towards your face or behind. Breathing here. One more breath, inhale, exhale, letting go of that leg, hold it up, and from here I want you to roll down and through your spine. From this position, we're going to take the right leg and draw it as far down actively towards your face. So you want to hold it here, really using the hip flexors and the strength of the front of the leg and the core to draw that leg in. If you want an added challenge, you can take your hands, reach them either side of your legs without actually touching, and try and draw your head into your knee. And we're just going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From this position, we're going to draw the left leg in, release down, roll up, bending through that right leg, shifting forward and taking that left leg back and behind you. So we're moving back into this 90-degree angle with the legs. From here, lower that left leg down, lower the knee, plant the left hand onto the floor, and from here we're just going to open up, moving into a lovely little twist. From this position, I want you to begin to draw actively your left heel in towards your bum to begin with. So we're not going to grab the foot to start off with. I just want you to reach towards it. So you should feel a nice opening in your chest and also a really strong activation in your hamstring. Holding here, reaching towards that foot, drawing that heel in. Then from there, begin to take hold of the foot and draw it down and towards your glute, working into the quads and into the hip flexor. Nice strong breath here. If you'd like, you can also shift and take hold of the foot with both hands. Again, keeping this nice opening into the quad here. Breathing. From this position, release the leg down. Place the hands either side of the foot, and we're just going to begin to again shift backwards and forwards through this half split. Now, depending on your flexibility level, you can just go back to the same exercise that we did with the half split. Or if you'd like, you can begin to slowly work your way down into your full front splits. So from here, very gradually start to edge your heel down and towards the floor. So I like to normally do it moving backwards and forwards throughout these two positions, because it tends to release the muscles a little bit more. What we do, if we try and go straight down into the splits, our muscles seize and become quite tense, which actually means you don't allow yourself to get into the full depth of the posture. So from here, just gradually ease your body down, breathing as you do so, until you get in to the full or to your maximum, wherever you are, whether you're here, whether you're here, whether you're still here, it doesn't matter. Get wherever you can, and we're just gonna hold for 5 breaths here. Breathing and trying to release and relax the body. So it's funny with our central nervous system, what causes the muscles to tense and to actually not go past a certain point is our central nervous system kicks in and goes, that isn't safe, we're gonna hurt ourselves if we do that. So one way of trying to override that initial reaction of our CNS, of our central nervous system, is by trying to slow our breath down and calm our body, which actually allows us to go a little bit deeper into these types of stretches. It releases the muscles. A few more breaths here. On your next inhale, wherever you are, I want you to begin to slowly draw your legs together. So you're trying to lift your bum off the floor, and then we're going to release it down. And we're going to do that 5 times. Draw the inner thighs together, squeeze up, and then release it down. And again, draw yourself up and release it down. If you need to have your hands on the floor, you can. I like to have my hands off because it really forces my legs to work. Squeezing up and down, and then the last time, squeezing up. We're going to hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release down. Maybe folding forward for this last little stretch. And then working your way up, taking that left leg through, and just shaking it out a little bit. Maybe stretching forward, and just allowing the legs to release before we move into the left-hand side. So now we're going to work on our left side. So we're going to draw our left foot in, lifting it up into this Heron Pose as it's called. So wherever you are, whether it's here, whether it's here, whether it's here, it doesn't matter. Just begin to slowly start to extend through that leg, stretching out through the hamstring. Gradually working that leg up and back. Opening up through the hamstrings, through the calves. Breathing here. And then slowly extending through that leg, holding it there, and we're going to slowly release down and into the mat. Beginning to draw that left leg down and towards you, using the strength of your hip flexor and your quad and your core, pulling that belly button into spine. From here, if you want an additional challenge, you can reach up and try and take your head to your knee. Just holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly beginning to draw that right leg up, bending through the left and shifting forward, taking that right leg back and into that 90 degrees. From here, we're going to lower that right foot down, planting that right hand onto the floor and lowering the knee, and just opening up here into this lovely twist through the spine. From this position, begin to draw your right heel into your bum, and if you can, reach that left arm back and towards the hands without touching the foot. So you're just thinking about opening up through your front body and creating this nice rotation through the spine here. Just breathing. If you can, then taking hold of that left foot, the right foot, not the left, and drawing that heel in towards your bum. Working through the quad. And again, if you'd like, You can spiral it round and maybe take both hands onto the foot, drawing that heel in to get a slightly deeper stretch through your hip flexors and front thigh. Try and keep the ribs drawing together as you shift forward, so we're not just dumping down and arching into the spine there. Keep that belly button pulling through and feel that lovely stretch all the way up the front leg. And then from here, releasing down. And again, placing the hands either side of that left foot. We're just going to slowly start to shift backwards and forwards. And as you did on the other side, just slowly begin to work your way down, taking that left heel forward. As you do, slowly shifting down and into your full splits. And we're just going to hold it here, wherever you are right now. It doesn't matter. You can use your hands on the side as well to give yourself some extra support. And we're just going to breathe here and get nice and comfy. Because you know, full splits is very, very comfortable. I promise you. Breathing into this. And then on your next inhale, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to begin to squeeze the inner thighs and draw yourself up and down. Lifting up and down, up and down twice more. Lifting up and down. And then the last time, squeezing up. We're going to hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and release it down, folding forward if you can, or if you'd like, you can even try and take a nice little quad stretch in this pose. That one's quite intense, so do it carefully. You can even do some nice twists when you have your splits. Add any type of variation that makes it a little bit more challenging for you. And then slowly, when you've had enough, take that right leg forward, release it out. And from here, just placing the hands behind you, we're going to draw the feet up towards our bum, and we're just going to start to shift forward, moving over the toes, and just begin to lift, squeezing the backs of the arms together. We're going to lift our hips up and off, just opening up through the front body, through the chest. Untucking the toes and just releasing forward. Rocking out the hips. Doing any final things that ease anything that you've done today. So I hope you enjoyed that and your hamstrings are feeling nice and open. If you have any questions, then please comment them below, and don't forget to follow us on our social medias. Thanks, and I hope you enjoyed.